Don't even, what did I do to y'all really started?
Not a thing.
Gosh.
Oh gosh, they've got the mic on.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the August Elizabethton City Schools Board of Agenda meeting. Agenda meeting. Oh my gosh, I'm reading as I go. Meeting. There's an agenda that will follow. Very happy you're here. Welcome back to school. Everybody's super excited to be back to school. Pretend like you are. I'm back in school too. I'm with you. So anyway, if everybody would please stand. Dr. Gardenauer is going to lead us in Pledge the Flag in a moment of silence.
Let's have our moment of silence. Thank you. Attention, salute, pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
One of our favorite parts of our meetings is when we get to recognize our students. So I'll turn this over to Dr. Gardenauer.
Okay, Coach, go ahead, come on. And our Lady Cyclone softball team that we are so proud of.
Okay. First, this is our softball team from last season, and we have three seniors that I'll talk about first, and I promised them I'll be brief. So we'll tell a few highlights and talk a little bit about the team and what we've done or what they've done. We have Allison Riddles, one of our seniors. Abby McKinney, where's Abby? Oh, right there, sorry. And also Jesse Cunningham. They're really going to be tough to replace. I took the program back over 3 years ago, and they were there, and they've been leaders ever since, and they've done a great job for our program. We really appreciate them. We're going to miss them, and they're going to be extremely hard to replace. The rest of the team, we have several. I'd like to apologize for them. They're out with volleyball and what else tonight? Soccer. We have 4 in soccer in Morristown. This is a very diverse group of young ladies. This is the hardest working team I believe I've ever seen. They came to me last season. I told this at the council meeting the other night. We were going to start conditioning after soccer was finished, and they came wanting to start early. That's the reason this team was so good. Their work, their dedication, what they do, and how they care about their sport. We have several that will do, that could play college ball if they wanted to, and we have 2 or 3 that probably are. But I'm very proud of what they did. They started out last season we played pretty good early, and then we hit a little rough patch. We got upset in Johnson County, and something happened to us. Boo. I shouldn't have said that, should I? Big upset. We were all upset. I was mad. I think a clipboard bit the dust. A couple of other things, but it turned us around. I mean, they started taking everybody serious night in and night out, and they gave their best every night. And we're this close to playing for a state championship because we were as good as anybody down there. And I think anybody that went will tell you that. And I think they know that now, and I think they know it's very tough to get there, but if we ever get back, I think we can do great things, and that's what we're hoping for. They finished 37-8, and anybody that knows me and knows the teams I've had in the past knows that we don't dodge anybody. We play the toughest teams in the area. Makes you better at the end of the year, even if you take a loss or two. But of those 8 losses, there were all quality opponents. We got beat with CAK twice that won the state tournament. So that tells you how great of a season these young ladies had. They won the district tournament. They won the regional tournament in pretty much convincing fashion. This is my favorite memory, I think, since I've been coaching. We're down 5-0 to Unicorn in the regional tournament, and the people that weren't too fond of us were over in the stands cheering and having them a good time. And then we come back and put 4 on the board. It just keeps turning and keeps turning. We eventually end up winning 10-5, or 10-6, I'm sorry. And just things like that. They were so determined, so hardworking. Probably the best group overall that I've ever coached because of that work ethic. I'm very proud of them, and I'm going to hand them the mic and let them introduce themselves, and then we'll get out of here. Oh, I did do that. I did do that. Take your name and your position. Be very clear.
My name's Haley, and I'm the catcher.
I'm Abby, and I played third.
I'm Lauren, and I pitch and play second.
I'm Macy, and I play shortstop.
I'm Kelly, and I pitch.
I'm Kelsey, and I play outfield.
I'm Emma Grace, and I play outfield.
I'm Ellie, and I play outfield.
I'm Taylor, and I play outfield.
I'm Autumn, and I just hit.
I'm Allison, and I played first.
I'm Macy, and I play center field.
I'm Karen, and I play left.
Again, in front of everyone, I'd like to tell this group just how special they are to myself and Coach Snodgrass, Coach Pearson, Coach Robinson. We wouldn't be where we were at without those guys, and I think you all will agree with that. We've got a great staff. They work just as hard as these girls do, and it was a great year, and I truly can say that if things go right and we put everything together and we work as hard as we did this year, I'll be back here speaking to you again next year, and we'll have the rest of them. I'm very proud of you ladies. Thank you.
And ladies, if you would like to go, moms and dads, you're more than welcome to skedaddle. Thank you all.
It's now time for citizens to speak in accordance with Board Policy 1.404. No one requested to be added to the agenda, so we will move on to the consent and regular agenda. So can I get a motion to approve the consent and regular agenda?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
May I have any questions or comments? I will be recusing myself from the vote. I have a family member that is a new hire, so I won't be voting. So, item on the floor is to approve the consent and regular agenda. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Dr. Gardner?
Okay, we've had an exciting couple months, but leading up to this month, we have a lot of projects going on right now, and we're pleased to say that our Harold McCormick property that we purchased not too awful long ago, we're starting work there. And part of that, John Hartman's here from the city of Elizabethton. He was a big part of meeting with us. We appreciate him so much for all he does, not just for us, but also for economic development in our city and taking care of a myriad of issues that we have going on in the city. But he took time out of his busy schedule to meet with us and look at what we might do to improve the road behind. We would like to move that mouth of the entrance, make it a little bit wider, and possibly look at paving a little section there to widen that to where we can get buses back and forth and commingle with parents moving back and forth to make it safer for students. And so He looked at that with us and gave us some advice, and we've brought Tysinger in, Tom Patton, who worked with us on the stadium, and he's going to do some engineered drawings, civil engineering drawings, to look at what we need to do to the road for the future. So that's going to, he's already started work on that, and that's going to be happening very soon, that we'll take that to City Council for approval. I would like to say Dustin Hensley's here tonight. He came to represent the XQ project, and he has been, what we'll say, just behind the whole project. He and Alex Campbell and Daniel Prophet. And we're so fortunate to have you guys, and have worked all summer. They've done some traveling too, and are going to be doing some traveling to LA to meet with the XQ people. And then we're having a open to the board this Friday. We're having a meeting about the XQ project. TBA, I guess, on time. We'll get that out to you. But we're going to be meeting and just talking about the upcoming, and Rita will talk a little bit more about that, but our upcoming opportunity that we have for national television. And so if you would like to come on Friday, we'd love to have you. The Betsy Band, of course, is going to Neyland Stadium to march here very soon. We're proud of them, and we're really going to make that a great day. But as the board, please get with me ASAP if you're interested in going. We'll try to take a little caravan down, and we have a couple people who have decided to give us tickets to go and donate those to allow the board to be able to enjoy the game. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. Construction started today on the Connie Baker Annex, and we were able to do some paving there today. And even though the hard downpour came, they worked through the very hard rain to make sure that that's going to happen on schedule. So we appreciate that. There will be more work to come across the street very soon. We're working on, and we'll release tomorrow, just an update on proposed funding issues that we've had. And we're just trying to, we've taken some calls from parents, and they had some questions. So we're putting information out of what we know that's up to date as of today. And we're going to continue to do that on social media and on our website to keep our parents informed about where we are and what we know to this point. So Becca has been working on that. We appreciate her doing that to make sure our parents are informed. One thing I have for the board to consider, and maybe we could have a small discussion on, what we would like to do or propose is the possibility of allowing our city employees to bring their students to us tuition free. We have a small number of city employees who have children, but we feel like that might be something to offer to people maybe wanting to relocate and take a job with the city to possibly have their students in the city school system. So if the board would think about that and it'd be a possibility for upcoming opportunities there, I would love for us to be able to discuss that. And also our telemedicine program, offering the opportunity for our city employees to be able to come to one of our hubs at our schools and come and visit our telemedicine and go to the doctor there. And the idea for us as a city is to try to have our city be healthy, and also for them to have access to health care at an affordable rate. And right now, they could visit the doctor if they didn't have insurance and had a part-time job for about $49. So we've talked with them about that, and it's something that we'd like the board to at least have a discussion on, and any feedback that you would have on that.
That would be of no cost to us, right? I mean,
No,
we don't pay per person, we just pay a flat.
There's no cost to us at all.
Okay.
It would just be something that we would offer to our city employees to be able to come, make an appointment at our school and come and do that.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I really do.
Okay. What about, we'll talk about the tuition, because that does affect us a little bit, and we'll bring that up as a discussion item next month. I want to thank Mr. Van Huss and several of our administrators for working on our safety plan, and we're working to finalize that, to turn that in along with school plans coming up very soon. We completed the work at Harold McCormick on the chiller, and that's finally complete, and our students are comfortable, so thank you for approving that the month prior. Our high school controls project is, Mr. Van Huss, substantially complete. All the summer work that we had, they tore up most of the one side of our school where the classrooms are, working on that all summer, and that's substantially complete. I want to say something about T.A. Duggar tonight. T.A. Duggar has implemented a new STEPS program, and Mr. Little's going to come and talk about that here in future months. But they are really working on social interaction among kids and middle school, which we think is a great opportunity for them. I can't wait for them to show that to you. Northeast Credit Union gave us something, a little present for each of our new teachers, so we're going to deliver those. Thanks for Mr. Fleming for doing that and receiving that today. Fall district meeting is coming up September 18th in Kingsport, so if you'll write that down and put that on your calendar for us to possibly make that. This month, we had our attorney come to visit, and she came to speak with us about cybersecurity and data security. And we had a great workshop, and thank the board for coming and being a part of that. If you didn't see it in the paper, we also co-sponsored an opportunity for people to come up and learn about opioid addiction. And Danny Smith was the major force behind that. He did a fantastic job. We had time for parents to come out. We had about 100 to 125 people who showed up for the forum and gave us a lot of information on what we need to be looking at with our children. And so we appreciate him and all his work on that. Ms. Wilson, right before we came, we made a change, and you voted to make a change for us to allow tuition to be paid monthly and online. And we had about 60%, it looks like, of our payments came through PayPal. We had about 138 students paying through PayPal, and about 80 are going to make monthly payments. So that was something that was an addition and a help to parents, obviously. Our project at Westside is going very well. We're almost complete there, and the parents really worked hard on that. And it's something to say, you know, parents have a big part in what we do, and they were able to raise close to $80,000 for that project. And the city helped as part of the Parks Department. And we had a lot of buy-in from local people. Sam Laporte was a major donor in that. And we appreciate all them and everyone that donated to make it happen. And so we're probably going to do a groundbreaking sometime in September that the board will be invited to. One thing that happened this week with that project is that we needed to put a ramp, and they worked very hard on that. Looking at that this week, and TCAT has stepped up to help us with some railings, and we're going to buy the material, and they're going to help us with their students there, so I'm very fortunate there. And that's all I have.
All right. One of the things we mentioned about the Bartleby project, so I'll say this now, I'll say it again later. Friday, September 8th at 8 o'clock on all 4 networks. You know what, Dustin, tell us about that. Because this is too good, and this is
You'll
just
mess
too good.
it up.
I will mess it up. Thank you, Tyler. You're exactly right.
I have no prepared statement. Don't put that in the paper, Curtis. So September 8th on Fox, CBS, NBC, and ABC at 8 o'clock, the XQ project will have all 4 of those major networks for 1 hour blocked off, no commercials, and Elizabethton High School will be featured during that time period. So myself and Alex Campbell will be there for that event. When they did the USA Today documentary, part of that will be in the feature as well to showcase our students. So we'll be having the event on the 11th because the Friday the 8th is a home football game. So we want everyone to be there for that. So we'll be having an event on the following Monday, the 11th. So we can have a community event to have everyone come in and talk about our ideas and our plans for the project in the future.
Do you have a time on that, or did you say?
On Friday, it's at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yes.
And the viewing party time will be announced a little bit later. But we get to all come together and sit at T.A. Duggar and watch it again. And I'm guessing you and Alex will be back.
Hope so, yes.
But it's live TV, and the 2 of them are going to be out there with some celebrities and that they're not announcing yet. So, yeah, no pressure.
Hope not.
No pressure.
Thank you.
It's just nice that we have our students on national stage.
No kidding. All right, first item on the regular agenda. Approve contract extension between Elizabethton City Schools and Dr. Corey R. Gardnauer for a total of 4 years beginning on August 15, 2017 and ending August 14, 2021. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Oh, and we'll take one of the move and second. Thank you. The board did evaluation for Dr. Gardnauer. Most of us met with him and talked with him. It was very good evaluations. When we met in a workshop and decided that we were very pleased with the leadership Dr. Gardnauer has provided the school system. We want to continue to have stability, and so we decided that we wanted to bring this up and talk about extending his contract. So, anybody else want to say anything? Questions, comments, or anything?
Well, as I said in May of 2015, Dr. Gardnauer, so many people have said he is who he says he is, and his honesty and integrity and willingness to listen were things that really steered me in his direction, and I believe strongly that we should extend his contract for 4 years.
Thank you.
I concur totally. Done a great job. We look forward to many more years, and I think this is a great gesture for the board to, I guess, have early implementation on the new contract.
And I, for one, appreciate your hard work.
Yes.
I really do.
Thank you.
Your commitment.
And we want you to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
We've started to write a policy on that. You can.
It's in the contract.
Yeah,
it's in the contract. It says take good care of
Those
yourself.
teeny words
Yeah,
at the
the
bottom. I can't ever read.
All right. Item on the floor, approved contract extension between ECS and Dr. Corey R. Gardnauer for a total of 4 years beginning on August 15, 2017, ending August 14, 2021. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, approve the following individuals to serve a 1-year, 2017 through 2018, on the ECS Disciplinary Hearing Authority. John Hutchins will be chair, Richard Van Hust, Joey Trent, Beth Wilson, Travis Thompson will serve per board policy 6.317. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
This basically just sets their discipline hearing authority, and it gives us the opportunity for parents, if they have an issue with the way discipline's handled and they want to appeal that, they come to this board to make a recommendation to the board.
Is that any, I can't remember our policy, I know it handles zero tolerance, but any disciplinary?
No, it hasn't listed in the policy. If we go back to...
I should have read it for tonight.
Oh, that's okay. I don't know if we have included that policy in there. Let me go 6.317.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, no problem.
Yes. Yes, they
Yeah, thank you,
Okay.
Ms. Perkins. Okay, so when you go back through there, it talks quite a bit about what's there and what can happen. It gives a time frame on that, and it talks about what we can do. Zero tolerance offenses are, a little bit different. The fact that they carry a mandatory expulsion. We can put students in alternative school if we need to, but there are specific things as you go through there. And basically, I think it's just a checks and balance for, in case we had something that was an issue, the parent had a disagreement, they felt that maybe they need to put more information into the process, they could call and ask us to do that. Mr. Hutchins, is there anything else we need to add to that? 10 or more days. Yeah.
You still have to go through training, SDHA training through the State Department, or is that no longer? Okay.
No. But what we do is we consult our attorney prior to.
Any other questions or comments? All right. Item on the floor, approve the following individuals to serve a 1-year term, 2017-2018, On the ECS Disciplinary Hearing Authority, John Hutchins, Chair, Richard Van Hus, Joey Trent, Beth Wilson, and Travis Thompson, per Board Policy 6.317. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next item, approve FY18 consolidated application approval for IDEA/ESEA school year 2017 through 2018, yes. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Basically, this is just the yearly housekeeping that we do on our consolidated application for this year. It approves our budget, and you already have approved the budget, so this is something, an extra step they make us do.
Any questions or comments? All right. Item on the floor, approve FY18 consolidated application approval for IDEA/ESEA school year 2017 through 2018. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next item, approve first reading of Board Policy 4.600 grading system as proposed. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
The changes here are, if you look in the middle of the policy, it's talking about kindergarten's grade, how they're going to express the grades for that. The teachers, and one of the things we'll do next is look at the actual report card. They wanted to move more toward a standards-based report card because it gave parents more information about where their kids might be on specific standards that we have to cover in that grade level. And they felt that it was better than what we had used. I think in the past we had an OSN type grading system, but it didn't really tell parents a lot of information. So the kindergarten and first grade teachers got together this summer and worked on it to make it what we need it to be. So the grading system will kind of couple with the next item, which will be the actual grade card.
Any questions or comments?
Just a couple things. Do we put actual numerical grades on the cards or letter grades?
Numerical, when it depends on what grade level. So if the changes that we have here are not going to be numerical. They just spell it out a little bit more than what we've had in the past. But as you look on there, they will have a numerical grade that's going to show up on their report card. So if you're looking at except kindergarten,
Yeah,
it shows that, and that numerical grade equals that. There's a
But it'll
legend. Yeah.
As it says, it'll be A, B, C, D. Okay,
Yes.
on all grade levels.
Yeah.
Except kindergarten. I understand
But it
that part.
does actually show the numerical grade too. And we chose also, even though it wasn't in the state policy, we chose to keep a conduct grade because we think it's very important too.
The only thing I see about, I think that's a wide range of grades for conduct. I don't know. To me, as a teacher, that would be difficult to qualify.
Yeah.
So, but if teachers are comfortable with this, then I support it 100%.
Any other questions or comments?
Most of the first grade teachers I talked to had a lot of input into this, and they're pretty happy with
Great.
it. So-
Right.
Yeah.
Item on the floor, approve first reading of Board Policy 4.600 grading system as proposed. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next item, approve revised kindergarten report card beginning 2017-2018 school year. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion on
It
this?
looks great.
Yeah.
I think that's had a lot of thought in it. I think that'll be great information for parents.
I really
Agreed.
like the fact that the teachers put this together
Yeah.
because they know best.
They do.
Only problem is the print's small. I can't read.
You need to find you a 5-year-old to help you.
I could have to get my 5-year-old to help me.
Any other questions or comments? Item on the floor, approve revised kindergarten report card beginning 2017-2018 school year. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Next item, approved revised first grade report card beginning 2017-2018 school year. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
This is the same for first grade, and you can look there. It didn't print out the best way for us to show you, but it does show all the content that will be on there. our formatting will be a little bit different as we go. Be much more attractive for parents when they get that.
Are these computer generated?
They are.
Okay, so they do the entry in a computer system?
They do.
Or not
that's
a manual?
Part of the board policy says they're going to keep a regular book, and they put it inside their grade book. So they have a electronic grade book that comes into Ms. Simcox, who works here and controls our data, but it does go into that for sure.
Any other questions or comments? Item on the floor is approved revised first grade report card beginning 2017-2018 school year. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Next item, approve special course application for the Flight Simulation Lab and special course application for unmanned aerial systems. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you.
We're so proud of this. Mr. Colbert, can you speak to this for just a second? Come on up.
There are very few school systems that have aviation programs. Obviously, the closest one to us is Carter County, has a very good program. Then you got to go all the way down to Crossville to find the next one. So one of the things that we're trying to move toward, and this is a twofold thing, with the first thing mentioned, the Flight Simulation Lab, we're the only school in Tennessee at least that has the flight simulator. But we've never really counted the hours that the kids take in that course as part of a CTE approved class. They get time in there with Mr. Mills. All we're doing is now making it more official as we're adopting it in a class. The state offers 4 different classes in a program of study. Aviation flight only has 3, so we're going to suggest that that be added as level 4 course for those schools like us that maybe can eventually do it. And with the other course, we're copying Williamson County and Crossville. They both already have turned in similar paperwork to the state on the unmanned aerial systems course, and basically that's just drones, because that is something that is coming. Northeast State is doing that as well, so we're trying to tie in with what Northeast State is doing, and we're copying what a couple other school systems are doing and adding that as an option. So if some of the kids think that they don't want to be a pilot maybe, but they still want to be involved in aviation, then here's another option for them to use.
And it also includes something we think is going to be a budding industry, drone maintenance. When a lot of the major suppliers across the United States will use those in the near future now and in the future, that there will be high-paying jobs for people to be able to repair those. So,
Are you assuming that people are going to crash those things?
I'd say so.
I'd say so. Well, this is really cool, because I know this is something that appeals to students, and where else are you going to get to do this? That's really great. So.
Mr. Mills does a wonderful job.
Yes.
He does.
Yep.
Anybody have any questions or comments?
Well, I assume since all these pages say Tennessee Department of Education, this is pretty much boilerplate stuff? And you have to do one page, right?
I'm sorry, what?
You have to put in a one-page application?
Yes, okay. Part of the application process is due September 15th, but part of it was it had to be board approved. That's why we have it on the August agenda, because the next board meeting won't be after September the 15th. But after, if it gets approved, of course, that's up for you all to decide, then I have to go online and do some other things, and I'll have to include these documents along with that.
Thank you, Mr. Colbert.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, item on the floor, approve special course application for Flight Simulation Lab and special course application for unmanned aerial systems. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Next item, approved revised ECS 2017-2018 calendar. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Can I have a second? Second. Thank you.
This is just a small change that we made to take care of our solar eclipse day on the 21st of August. We have a lot of information to go out to parents and students on that, but we traded out a half day at the 19th of December for a half day on the 21st. So we didn't add any length to the calendar or anything like that. We just switched those 2 days. We have 3 half days to play with during the calendar, and so that gave us an opportunity to be able to send students home so they'll be safe.
Do you have any questions or comments? All right. Item on the floor, approve revised ECS 2017-2018 calendar. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Next item, approve addition of part-time administrator for Bartleby XQ project beginning 2017-2018 academic year at a cost not to exceed $25,000. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you.
This is an opportunity for us to be able to expand the Bartleby project. We have been meeting. Ms. Peters came as a board liaison for this project, and hopefully more of the board will have time to come as well. But this is really something that's going to change high schools all across the nation, and we think that this is something we need to put support behind. We know that there are opportunities for students that we're going to provide in this program that they would not get otherwise. It's an opportunity for them to go, and just like Mr. Hartman, we're looking at different opportunities and projects here in Elizabethton that our students could work on real life, real projects that will make a real difference in our community and other communities. And so we feel like we need to step up behind them. They've done a lot of work. The students have done a lot of work, but we're getting to a point where we need someone to help coordinate. I mean, there's a lot to do, and these teachers are teaching all day and then doing this all night. And it's getting to a point where they need someone there to help coordinate our efforts. And I feel this is very important to move forward, and I think that there will be in the future more financial opportunities, and I think more opportunities for our students. So we want them to know that we support them, and that's why we've put this on the agenda.
Any questions or comments? All right, item on the floor, approve addition of part-time administrator for Bartleby XQ project beginning 2017-2018 academic year at a cost not to exceed $25,000. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Add a couple of additions. Show 3 more. Approve agreement between Milligan and the City of Elizabethton for its Elizabethton City Schools, the Intern Teacher Program, August 2017 revised. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you.
This is yearly housekeeping. Our Milligan interns do a fantastic job for us. They come at a very low cost, and they work very hard to help our students. So we appreciate our Milligan College supporting us, and we're trying to support them to give their teachers opportunities.
Anybody have any questions or comments? All right, item on the floor. Approve agreement between Milligan and the City of Elizabethton for its Elizabethton City Schools, the Intern Teacher Program, August 2017 revised. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Next item, approve designating change from part-time to full-time special education assistant to the teacher position at Harold McCormick Elementary to best meet the needs of a student. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you.
The only comment here is we need to take care of our kids.
You take care of our kids. Exactly right. You may have, yeah.
Is there federal special ed funds available for when
Yes.
you do this?
Yes, well, I'll put it this way. It's going to be, yeah, it'll be special ed funds. Yeah.
Any other questions? Item on the floor is approve designated change from part-time to full-time special education assistant to the teacher position at Harold McCormick Elementary to best meet the needs of a student. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Next item, approve creation of position for system-wide floating custodian, maintenance assistant, spare bus driver beginning the 2017-2018 school year. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
This particular person that we're looking at is a jack of all trades,
No
but
joke.
we have
Really?
positions open in every one of these categories and can do just about anything, and has the best attitude. And he's with us tonight, so we appreciate him and what he has come to create. I don't want to say we continually need bus drivers, we continually need people to come in and help us custodial-wise. And when we find somebody that's a jack of all trades, it really helps us.
Can we wrap him in bubble wrap and keep him safe
Yeah,
forever?
exactly.
Okay.
So we appreciate that.
So whatever needs to be done that day, that's what he does.
Pretty much, yes. And bus driving will be first. And then we're looking at changing light bulbs at the high school, which you wouldn't believe how many light bulbs there are. We have one maintenance person. That's pretty much all they do is change light bulbs.
Oh, in the process of moving some of those.
We're in the process of looking at some of that to put some long-term lighting, LED lighting in, to make that much better, but just the cost is prohibitive right now.
All right. Any other questions or comments? Approve creation of position for system-wide floating custodian, maintenance assistant, spare bus driver, jack of all trades, beginning 2017-2018 school year. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Couple things. Remember, fall district meeting is the 18th of September in Kingsport. We have to pay for the dinner, so if you can come, let Mrs. Perkins know. It's always a lot of fun. It gives us an opportunity to talk to fellow board members, and so that's always a nice thing.
Are we going to meet here?
Yeah, we'll meet here and ride together because that's half the fun. Remember that September 8th, if you're not at the football game, watch this. If you are at the football game, record it when we see the our Bartleby School on national television. And then Monday, the 11th, at T.A. Duggar for a viewing party. And we'll give that date out a little bit later. The next regularly scheduled board meeting will be Tuesday, September 19, 2017 at 6:30. Also, Rest for Wandale. So it'll be after this, but remember, that's going to be coming up in September, so sign up for that.
September 23rd.
September 23rd, thank you. And the band's that evening, correct?
Right.
It's going to be a busy day. So next meeting, September 19th, 6:30 here in the Mac Pierce Boardroom. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Can I ask a quick question? Two things. Mr. Van Huss left. I was just wondering if we could get some kind of enrollment report soon.
We can.
Where we stand on.
Yeah, we'll wait till
tuition, just to see if our incentives did some good, and just some thoughts from him. But secondly, and this isn't an emergency, but it's every year seems to be a pet peeve of mine when I try to drive to the schools at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and Harold McCormick, and I don't get the east side as much, that end of town, but west side of Harold McCormick, I just know we just have such traffic disasters, it seems like. And I wonder, John might could give us a heads up on if we could get some kind of study on these streets around the schools, and any maybe chief of police could advise us or someone on how we could get in safer situations. And I know we have some plans for Harold. It's just something I'd like to, when things calm down for us, sometime just talk through with someone either from City Hall or law enforcement.
Okay. We can definitely look at that. We'll set something up with John and talk about that. I know that they did a large study at the high school. How many years ago was that? 6, 7 years ago. Around that time frame. And I know that we looked at traffic flow there. But that's something we can study for sure.
All right. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Have a nice evening.